students, welcome to Chemistry Champs. In this video we are learning some basic concepts of chemistry. So this is the chapter 1 of class 11 and previous lecture given in the description box, so check out these videos. So start with the stoichiometric coefficient and stoichiometric calculation. So what is stoichiometric? Stoichiometric is derived from two Greek words. First is stoichion, which means element, and second is metron, which means measure. So what is stoichiometric? So stoichiometric deals with the measure of the mass of the reactant and the product which involved in a chemical reaction. So how to calculate these amount of reactant and the product produced in a chemical reaction? So consider a reaction that is consider a combustion reaction of methane. So balanced equation for combustion reaction of methane is CH4O2. They gives CO2 plus H2O. And when we balance this equation, so there is 2 and there is 2. And in this subscript is gas, gas, gas and gas, in which it is noted that all the terms are gases. In this CH4 and O2 are reactant and CO2 and 2H2O are product, and in which all the product and the reactant are gases, and this is denoted by G. And if there are some solid or liquid are present, so they are denoted by S, and liquid is denoted by L. So from this reaction there are two coefficient is used for O2. Coefficient 2 is used for O2 and H2O, and coefficient 1 is used for CH4 and CO2. So in which this coefficient present, so this is called stoichiometric coefficient, and in which according to this reaction we can say that when 1 mole of CH4 react with 2 mole of oxygen, so they produce 1 mole of carbon dioxide and 2 mole of water. And in other form we can say that 1 molecule of methane react with 2 molecule of oxygen, so they give carbon dioxide and 2 molecule of water. Now we move on to the limiting reagent. Limiting reagent. So in a chemical reaction, this is a substance which is totally consumed when the chemical reaction is completed, and the amount of product is limited by this reagent. And since the reaction cannot further proceed through this reagent, and in other words we can say that if the amount of the one reactant is more in a balanced chemical equation, so the least reactant is consumed first, and after that the reaction cannot give product like that. If there is a molecule A is present in excess and B molecule present in least amount, so they form AB. When the molecule of B are completely consumed, so A cannot react with B because there is no molecule of B is left, so they cannot form product. So B, that is least reactant, this is called limiting reagent. Now we move on to the reactions in solution. So as the majority of the reactions in the laboratory present in the solution form, so it is very important to note that how the amount of these reactant present in the solution form, and the concentration of a given solution in a given volume is expressed in various forms. So first is mole fraction, and second is mass percentage, third is molarity, and fourth is molality. Now we study mass percentage. So mass percent is given by mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. For example, if there are a substance A which is present in 2 gram and there are added 18 gram of water, so what is the more mass percentage of water? So mass percent is equal to, so mass of solute is 2 gram divided by mass of solution, that is the solution is prepared with A solute and B that is water. So this will be 2 plus 18, so that is 20 gram into 100. So this will be 10% is the mass percent. Now we move on to the mole fraction. So it is the ratio of the number of moles of a particular component to the number of moles of solution. For example, if there are A molecule and B molecule are mixed and their number of moles of fraction are derived by Na and Nb. So the mole fraction of A and B are given by it is the ratio of number of moles of particular component, that is number of moles of A divided by number of moles of solution, so that is Na plus Nb. Now mole fraction of B, this is also equal to the ratio of the number of molecules of a particular component, and in this particular component is B, so there is Nb and divided by the number of moles of solution, so there is Na plus Nb. Now we move on to the molarity. Molarity. So it is defined as the number of moles of solute in a 1 liter of solution, and the symbol of molarity is M, and it is given by number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution in 1 liter. And suppose that if there are 1 mole of solution of substance, that is NaOH, and now we prepare 0.2 mole of solution from this. So in this 1 mole of NaOH represent 1 mole of NaOH in 1 liter solution. And now we prepare 0.2 mole of NaOH. So they require 0.2 mole of NaOH in 1 liter. So in this, how much the concentration of 1 ml NaOH is required which contain 0.2 mole of NaOH. So we calculate from this rule. So 1 mole present, that is 1 liter, or which is equals to 1000 ml. So 1000 ml divided by 1 mole into में 0.2 mole. So this will be equal to 200. So in this 200 m of the solution of NaOH is used, and this is diluted to the 1 liter of the solution with water, and we calculate the solution from this rule. The other rule is M1V1 is equals to M2V2. So in this, M1 is 0.2 and V1 is 1000 and M2 is 1 M. So now put these value in this. So 0.2 into 1000 into equal to 1 into V2. So V2 is equals to 0.2 into 1000 divided by 1. So this is equals to 200. So there are 200 m is required to make the solution of 0.2 mole of solution. And in this it is noted that we have only the solute has required 200 m and the other solvent is added to the up to the 1 liter solution. For example, is calculate the molarity of NaOH in the solution prepared by dissolving is 4 gram in the enough water to form 250 ml of the solution. So molarity can be given by number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution in 1 liter. So there are number of moles of solute for 4 gram of there is NaOH. So number of moles of solute for NaOH. So there are equal to mass of NaOH divided by molar mass of NaOH, and it is divided by volume of solution in 1 liter. Now the mass of the NaOH which is prepared from, that is 4 gram. So this is 4 divided by molar mass of NaOH. So atomic mass of Na is 23 and oxygen is 16 and hydrogen is 1. So this will be 40. So 4 divided by 40 and divided by volume of solution in 1 liter. So there are 250 ml. So convert this ml into liter. So divided 250 by 1000. So it will be equal to 0.250. So divided by 0.250. Now it will be equal to 0.1 divided by 0.250. So it is equal to 0.2 mole or 0.4 mole. Now we move on to the molality. So what is molality? So molality is given by, and its symbol is small m, and it is given by number of moles of solute given by number of moles of solvent in 1 kg. Now we solve this example. Density of a 3m solution of NaCl is 1.25 mole per liter and calculate the molarity of the solution. So from this, there is 3m of solution of NaCl. So the density of 3m of NaCl is given by 3 into, and the atomic mass of Na is 23 and Cl is 35.5. So it will be equal to 58.5. When we solve this, so it will be equal to 175.5 gram. Now, in this, the solution has 1.25 ml. So 1.25 mole per liter is multiplied by 1000. So it will be equal to 1250 mole per liter. Now in this, we have to find solvent. So in this, solvent is water. So it will be equal to 1250 minus 175.5 gram. So this will be equal to 1.0745, that is in kg. Now we find the molality. So molality is equals to number of moles of solute. So there is number of moles of solute is 3 divided by 1.0745 kg. So this is equal to 2.79 molality. So that's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hit the like button, share with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. And this is the last topic of this chapter. Now we move on to the next chapter into the next video. So thank you so much, guys.